Welcome back to Straight Facts by Dinar Investor.
Good morning, all you wonderful, amazing people. I've been very busy lately and I haven't been able to do all the videos that I was doing previously. And right now, guys, there's not enough happening for any of us to be glued to this investment. We're at a slow point. So go live life. Don't sit here and stay glued to this. It's not worth it. And nor is there enough happening, plus, to prove and support all that, I know one of the larger gurus right now is actually telling his audience that, there's a delay out there. There is no delay, guys. Iraq has one speed they move. You guys know it's a slow speed. They get everything done at the same slow pace and speed. Okay? And that's the reality behind this. There are no delays. There haven't been any delays since 2014. Okay? The CBI made it very clear and said until Iraq achieves stability within their government and so forth, and gets rid of all the old corrupt political figures, that they're not going to change the rate or delete the zeros, okay? They told you that back in 2014, so no, there's no delays. So what that is that's just a guru trying to come up with, like a last-ditch effort just to keep overhyping and misleading his audience, to keep them suckered into what he says. So anyway, so let's look at everything happening, and let's bring you guys up to where we stand right now. First off, this entire video is my opinion and should not be used for financial advice, okay? So you guys already know there's at least, per the current facts, and remember, this can always change, okay? But per the current facts, there's two things that have to happen that for the rate to change, okay? First one is Iraq must finish the formation of the government, but they've kind of put that into hyperspeed due to the demonstrations. They've moved it at a much faster pace and speed. So that's looking pretty good. There's a good chance they could have that done by the end of the year, okay? They're basically on the formation. They just have to get the proxies out and do a cabinet reshuffle, okay? Then the other thing that we are waiting on is the 2020 budget. Reason why? First off, they have money, lots of monies in this 2020 budget being utilized for the rate change. Money's in there for reconstruction. It's like part of the demonstrations. They're getting low-cost housing units. Well, the cost of those low-cost housing units got rolled into the 2020 budget, as well as all the other reconstruction. In addition to that, it will have Article 140 in it, the HCL. Those are monies that are going to be given back to the citizens. Okay, they cannot just blindly just start kicking money out for reconstruction or just blindly giving money to the citizens on HCL and 140. That money has to be allocated, okay? And with all of the corruption that Iraq has had over the last many years, okay? They have to put all of this, they have to keep the money now transparent and under a microscope to control and reduce the financial corruption going forward, okay? So that money just has to be allocated and in a way controlled within the 2020 budget. That's just reality. So we're waiting on that. There's a good chance they could finish the 2020 budget possibly around or close to the month of February. Okay? Don't forget, they also told us within the month of February, they told us this about a month ago, they said in the month of February they were going to implement financial controls and measures at the ports and borders to control to control the funding and financing of terrorism as well as money laundering, okay? And the only reason you would implement those types of steps, guys, most likely would be for a rate change, and that's probably why they chose February, so they could get those steps in place shortly before the rate change. And that part's my opinion. Now, So when are we most likely looking to possibly see things? Well, I'm not going to put any dates on here on YouTube. I don't have a problem telling you the month I think it's going to happen. I do have a date, and some people have emailed me privately, and I've been more than glad to share it with them. Okay, but most of you guys don't want to hear it, so I'm not going to put a date out. So right now, I'm personally looking to February for a few reasons. Okay, first off, in the last 30 years, you heard that right, 30 years, Iraq has never once changed the rate past or after the month of September, ever in 30 years. Okay, so I know right now there's a certain diva out there in Dinarland. You heard me right, Diva 26, who's putting information out suggesting that they're going to probably within about a week be releasing cut sheets and literature on lower denoms within about a week. Okay, and I'm not here to bash anyone. I mean, you guys are welcome to read and listen and follow whatever information is best and most suitable for yourself. Okay, but the rate's not changing within a week. The rate's not going to change during the last part of this year. Okay, nothing's going to happen this year, guys. So that's why I was telling you at the beginning of the video, it's not worth staying glued to this right now. Just go live your life. They still have a little bit longer to go, and they have a few more steps to do. So personally, we're waiting for them to finish the 2020 budget. There's a good chance they'll finish it sometime, or probably around February. Could go into the first part of March as well. But that's where my radar's dialed in right now, is in March, guys, because I'm looking at this from a couple angles. Now, this part's going to be my opinion. Don't forget, Donald Trump is in control of the timing of this. Okay, who shed blood for Iraq? The U.S. did. Who poured trillions of dollars into Iraq? The U.S. did. Okay, and don't forget, guys, it was also the Trump administration that recently put all the sanctions on China and tariffs on China and sanctions on Iran. So I'm simply just showing you the U.S. is the one that wears the pants and calls the shots and is in control. Okay, so if you guys were Donald Trump, whether if you like him or not, or disagree with him or not, regardless, if you were him and you had all of this positioned to where you could use it for your own political gain, when would you want it done? Well, March is a very ideal window of time for that, because it politically wise, Trump's 2020 theme is a strong economy. Okay, so you see right now the China trade's semi moving in the right direction, keeping our Dow and some of the other markets a little bit higher and stronger. Okay, and then if the rate were to change sometime around March, that would strengthen the economy ultimately, and having a strong economy, that promotes him for re-election. So he could be using that time frame or timing to his political gain. So that would make the most sense to possibly roll it out 7 to 8 months, right before the elections. So that's where we're at, guys. Nothing major's happening. We're looking really good right now, but remember, Iraq does have one speed that they move at, and you guys know that speed is extra slow, but there's steps that they have to finish and things that we have to see, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. I'm just super busy, have a lot going on work-wise, and got some other things going on behind the scenes. So anyway, guys, I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna ride this thing out to the finish line together. And but right now it is just a quiet period. So I'm just trying to help you guys stay grounded, because I do realize that some of the other chatter out there coming from some of the other gurus and so forth, some are putting overhyped, misleading information and fancy, misleading titles out there. Other ones are coming out telling you it's going to be a lop, and I get it, guys. That's why I don't follow these others. There's nothing. And remember, I told you, when Iraq is busy, the rate's not going to change when their government is busy completing tasks. Okay? They're working on Kurdistan and Baghdad are resolving their differences right now to get all of the math straightened out within the 2020 budget. They haven't even started. Plus, they still have to start and finish the 2020 budget. Okay? And like I said, that probably won't finish till about February of next year. So they, plus they're working on the formation of the government. They're also working on putting some legislation together to meet all the demonstrators' demands. So Iraq is too busy right now. When they go to actually change the rate, it'll be when they slow down, and it's a slow period when all of these steps are done. Okay? So plus it'll be during a prime accounting period. Like I tried to tell you, I mean, over the last 30 years, Iraq has actually changed the rate over the last 30 years at 98% of the time at the end of April, only across 3 days, April 27th, April 28th, and April 29th. Why? Because that's the end of that's the end of the IMF's accounting period. The IMF's fiscal year, guys, starts on May 1st. So yeah, accounting periods have everything to do with this. Plus, guys, it's not a small rate change. It's a major one. I mean, the value of their money could increase by upwards of 3,000 to 4,000%. Okay, so I mean that's huge. So yeah, no, it's going. I don't care what any other gurus tell you. I know one in particular has said this has nothing to do with accounting periods, but like I said, over the last 30 years, 98% of the time, they did it at the end of April. Okay. It was on only 3 dates, April 27th, 28th, and 29th, to position it for the IMF's fiscal year starting May 1st. Okay, that's fact. That's not my opinion. So, guys, we're looking really good. Everything's moving in the right direction. It's not moving as fast as we're all hoping for, but, that's reality in this. Okay, we're not in this. This is not a get-rich-overnight kind of investment. It's a long-term investment. So far, it's been outstanding for about 15 years. Okay, and most of that's due to, like I did a video earlier in the week where I was telling you that they are dotting the I's and crossing the T's. They don't want any stone unturned in this. They want all bases covered. They want the stage fully set because they have to do it right with the citizens. Okay, they have to make sure the citizens are educated in this, and they have to make sure it doesn't fail with the citizens simply because they don't want more demonstrations. Okay, if they piss off and upset the citizens, then they're going to be more irate, and that's the last thing they want right now. Plus, they have to structure it in such a way to control and reduce the corruption going forward. So that's everything they're doing. They have to put all the right steps in place and take the right controls and measures to achieve all that, and that's what they're doing. Okay. Plus, like I said, Mr. Donald Trump is in charge of a lot of this as far as the timing and everything. So he's going to use it to his own political gain and advantage. I promise you that. He's no dummy. So you guys have a wonderful day. You guys have an amazing weekend. And just, guys, go live your life. Don't stay glued to this right now. There's nothing happening. I promise you, as major things occur, I will keep you up to speed. If they next time they do something major in the news, whether it be, say they do the first reading of the budget or tell you they're going to get the budget passed off to Parliament, or, make a major step in the formation of the government, say they remove the proxies, I'll get all that shared with you guys. But right now, nothing major is happening, and it is not worth just consuming all your time. Just go live life, guys. Relax. Okay? That's right now is the best time. So, if anything, go work more overtime at your day job and save up some money and use it to buy a little extra currency if you choose. Take full advantage of all this extra time. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and you guys are the best. Take care.